Hey guys, so today I'm just going to be doing a quick video on how I do my cream and powder contour and kind of explaining to you guys what certain colors that you should use. Basically, you should just be using the same color that your skin is, like within the same undertone. If you have neutral undertones, you should use a bronzer with neutral undertones. Otherwise, they're going to be competing against each other and it will just look kind of weird. And if you have yellow undertones, yellow undertoned bronzer, and pink undertoned bronzer. You don't have to follow that rule because some bronzers just have them all mixed in one, and some bronzers really do just pretty much look good on everybody. Also, if the lighter your skin is, the lighter your bronzer should be, and vice versa, darker skin, darker bronzer. So in this video, I'm just going to be showing you how I contour and the products that I use for yellow undertoned fair skin. So this is the first product that I'm going to use. It's called the Milani Secret Cover Concealer. Just basically any concealer or cream foundation that's darker than your skin tone, like a few shades darker will work, but this is just in the color dark. And basically what I do is kind of just at the top of my ear and kind of aim towards the middle of my cupid's bow and the corner of my mouth, because if I feel like if I go to the corner of my mouth it just kind of looks weird. But at the same time I try to follow the natural contour that I already have. So I kind of just start at the top of the ear and then bring it a little bit forward, so it's kind of like that. See how I mean? It's going towards the middle of my cupid's bow and the corner of my lip, just like that. And then the other side. And it doesn't matter if you have a thick line or a thin line. It really doesn't matter because you're going to be blending it anyways. So then I just take my Sonia Kashuk pointed foundation brush, which is just a really small brush, and then I just kind of blend this downwards, and I also blend it upwards as well. Now I know that it looks like it's a little bit far in, but I am going to fix that later with a different concealer. I really just want to make sure that the colors of the foundation are within the same undertones of your skin. Like, I have yellow undertones, so I am going to be using a yellow undertoned concealer. And remember that when you blend it out, it's not going to be as dark as the concealer, so also keep that in mind when you're kind of choosing one. This one looks several shades darker, but when it's blended out, it's really only a few shades darker. Okay, so then I'm taking this white one by the same brand, and it's just in the color White Corrector. You might have to get this online. That's where I had to get it. And basically, I just kind of go in those lines, like my smile lines, right there. And that just kind of helps with the blending of the darker color. And then I just take a little bit underneath of that too, just to make it more clean. And then that's all I do. Then I just kind of clean off the darker concealer on the palm of my hand so I can just do more of the white. And then I just kind of stipple it in, do some little circular motions, and just kind of blend it in with that darker concealer. And you do have to work kind of quickly, almost with like any concealer, but it should still work out fine. And then that one I just kind of blend back and forth. Just like that. Sometimes one side is going to look better than the other side. That's just how it is. And it's kind of annoying to like always go back and fix it, but I'm just going to leave it like that. And then, since I'm done with the cream contour, I'm going to move on to powder. So then what I do is I will take my face powder, just my regular face powder, and put that on the oily parts of my skin, which is just my T-zone under my eyes, my chin, and right under my nose. So I already did that. So then I'm going to take my bronzer. Again, you want to stay within the realms of your undertone. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in the color Sunny. And I just take my Sigma large angled contour brush that just looks like this. You could find something similar to this at the drugstore. I have one kind of like it, but it's more dense, so yeah. And then I just kind of squeeze this a tiny bit and then just kind of go over where I put the cream contour. And some people might be wondering, like, why do you put the powder over the cream contour? Like, doesn't that defeat the purpose of the cream contour? No, because the cream contour makes it stand out more, and it also helps the powder to last longer and have something better to kind of stick to. So yeah. And then I blend this up. I don't really blend it down because I already put that white there. And then I'm going to take some more of that face powder, and then just with any old brush that you use, go over where you put the white, just to set that. And to just kind of help it blend in. Then I'm going to move on to blush. I'm just going to be using the NYX powder blush in the color Peach, and I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush. And I'm just placing that a little bit above where I put the bronzer, and also blending it in a little bit with the bronzer. I'm not going too far into the apples of the cheeks though, just because it looks weird on my super round face. But you do want to bring it in a little bit, like I'd say to the middle of your pupil, but like that, like the middle of your eye. I wouldn't bring it all the way into your nose. And then I just take a clean, huge fluffy brush, And then just kind of make sure it's a little bit blended out if it looks a little bit too harsh. And then for the last step, I just take whatever highlighter I'm using. Right now I'm using the CoverGirl eyeshadow in Snow Blossom. And I'm just going to be using a regular brush. This is like just a regular EcoTools powder brush, but I have it squeezed out a little bit so it kind of looks like a fan brush. And just lightly tap that in there. And then I just put that on my cheekbones, a little bit under my eye, and then under my cheeks. And a tiny bit down my nose, Cupid's bow, and chin. And then we are pretty much good. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know and I will get back to you. Usually I do not contour any other parts of my face. Sometimes I'll do my neck if I'm like sick or whatever, but I just didn't do it this time. So yeah, like I said, if you guys have any other questions, just leave it in a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I love you guys. Bye.